Hi guys, so I am showing you the starting process to my short hairstyle of the sew-in. So I decide to braid the hair in a circular type of pattern, and the reason why, because I want to make sure that the hair lays down as flat as possible. So if I was doing something like a curly hairstyle or even a longer or medium to longer hairstyle, I would opt to do a different braid pattern. So I'm just showing you that. And then now I'm applying a net. This is very important too when you're doing short hairstyles because it helps lay the braids down, so you don't want the struggle when you put in the hair and it's gappy, so you don't want any gappy sew-ins. And I'm just showing you that I prepare several needles before I start sewing in, just to keep me going. I like to use bobby pins to help mold the net into the way I want it to lay, and so that's what you see here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sew this up. Now when you sewing a net down, you want to make sure you sew the net down properly, so it should be snug to the head. I mean, we don't want any humps or lumps when we sewing the hair in, and then you would hate to have sewn all the hair in and then it look all funny on your head. So make sure you sew down everything as possible when sewing the net down. Now for most part of the video, I did not start out showing you all how I sewed the hair in and back. I just didn't want the video to be too long because it's already over an hour long. So here I'm using 27 piece hair. I'm using the middle section, so I'm not using the very short or the very long, right in the middle. I chose that part of the section because I want to have more hair to play around with when it comes to me styling and cutting the hair. So I'll sew the short part of this hair maybe all the way up to the mid crown area, and then I will switch it off for a longer hair. Alright, so right here I have perm yaki hair. I believe this brand is called Extra. I never tried this brand before, but I am washing the hair. Typically when I'm doing sewing, I do like washing the hair, especially if time permits me to do so. I just find that the hair lays better, it's more bouncier, it looks more natural when I wash it, and plus you'll wash off whatever chemicals that the hair may have on it that possibly could irritate your scalp. Now for me, this will be in my hair for a while, so I want to make sure that I wash the hair. I didn't wash the 27 piece hair. I wish I really would have, because it has been irritating me slightly, but I do plan on washing my sewing soon, and maybe I will do a tutorial on that. But I like to use the products that I would do normally in my hair. So alright, so jumping ahead, I let that hair air dry so it's really bouncy, and it's here. And then now I am adding the longer hair in the front. So like I said, I have sewn the short hair maybe almost all the way up to the crown, and now I'm applying the longer hair, so I have more hair to play with when it comes to styling. Again, I like to use a bobby pin to keep the hair in place as I sew in. So I like to measure the hair out first, then bobby pin it in certain spots to make sure the hair is taut to the net, and then I'll proceed on sewing the hair. Alright, so now I left a section out right here, and this is to prepare myself for the crown. So this crown piece came from the 27 piece, so I am sewing the small net, which is attached to the closure, onto the bigger net, and I'm sewing that down. And now I'm filling in that gap in with the longer hair again. So throughout the sewing, you want to make sure you section or place your track or weave hair maybe a half an inch apart. I really recommend that, especially dealing with short hair, because you don't want any gaps. So I did have to go in wherever the gaps was at and add more hair, because I want to make sure when I'm cutting it too that the layers fall accordingly. So yeah, as you can see, I had bought a razor comb to do the layers, and the blade was dull, so I had to actually use a razor, and I had an actual razor comb too, and that didn't work. So you also see me using scissors, and what technique I'm using to also get the razor is like a slithering type of technique to give that razor look too. But I'll go back and forth with that, and also the blade, to make sure the hair is not blunt, because I want to make sure this looks natural as possible. So here I'm just adding the layers in. Right now I'm using a razor comb. Yes, this comb, I just bought this comb and it didn't even really work, so I have to use a certain side to kind of help layer it. So in the back, I just go ahead and layer it so it can be a more smooth and sleek look. I did not trim or line myself up on camera. Yeah, I needed as much concentration as possible for that part, and I knew I was going to be out of the camera frame, so I didn't record that part there. But as you can see, it's coming along here. Yeah, so I like it, and excuse me if you see me looking in like that way there, because I'm working with another mirror too instead of just the viewfinder. So I'm using a razor once again, and so I'm just pretty much keep going back and forth with the scissors and the razor comb and a razor to help out, because like everything I pretty much bought was dull. So yeah. Mow the hair down. I'm using Cream of Nature mousse. I mean, Cream of Nature everything, right? I love their products. I use it on my hair, my daughter's hair, my weave, and also if you haven't checked out my top natural hair products or hair products, go ahead and check that out, because Cream of Nature was definitely on the list. So I'm mowing this down here. I will trim the sides and the back again, but I did not record that. So yeah, I'm molding this down and I'm allowing this to air dry. Alright, so it's the next day. I allowed this to air dry, or I went to sleep with it wet. So now I'm using my flat irons just to give it a bump. So I didn't want too much of a deep curl, or yeah, I guess I could say deep curl. I wanted just a bump, you know, just like a little bump. So I am working with 2 flat irons. I'm working with this one. I can't believe, I think this is an inch or 3/4 of an inch flat iron. I think it's an inch. It look like an inch. I had these flat irons for so long, I can't remember which brand they are. And then the smaller ones as well. I had these when I did actually have my hair cut short, so that was very long ago. And these flat irons, I think they was like a 1/2 inch. So I just bumped the back and also the sides. And there we have it, layers. I did go in maybe a couple of days later and put more layers in and trim the sides like I said before, but other than that I really like it. It's edgy. I plan on doing more tutorials with how you style short hairstyles, and I don't know, I might rock the short look for throughout the summer because my hair need a rest so bad. So I just really want to focus on making sure my hair stay healthy or whatnot. But I'm just feeling it, you know. I had a birthday, I'm in my 30s, and I just needed a new look here for right now. So I just chose the short hairstyle because I already feel like I'm not going to be bothered with hair or anything on my neck. I don't know, I just was in that mood. So I don't know, my mind could change later on, but you will see more tutorials on how to style this and how my sewing is going in so far. And yeah, so any natural hairstyles would be done on my daughter's hair, so I definitely will upload, you know, natural hairstyles. All right guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.